Okay. I am getting a bit tired. Probably because that granola bar is still, like, right there, and it's not, it's just saying, come on, get me. I only took one bite out of it. So I need some more granola fuel. So in response to e4, I have this move in mind. It may seem a bit awkward for me to do this because of how much I emphasize not wanting to really obstruct this c-pawn, but it has its purpose to establish a quick e5 move. Now, what else? Well, I think I do this. No. Maybe I should stop saying that in some cases, and this being one. Not I think. I know I should do this. Maybe I should speak a bit more confidently with that move. How do I know that this is the move? Because he's not going to go here. And because my bishop wants to come out and see the world in this direction, and I want to support my center. So for all those reasons, it's the right thing to do. Now, at this point, I question whether I should castle or not. And I also question whether I should go with knight a5 with the c5 move to follow. Or h6. In fact, I like h6. Guess why? Because I don't want to deal with a pesky bishop. I don't have a dark square bishop around, so there is no bishop e7 stuff to break this type of a pin. So, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Alright, this knight is a traveler here. Traveling, eyeing that square. Maybe bishop here is good. I'm doing this so I could play knight a5 and not have to worry about a queen a4 check. So let me get... Now, well, wait a second. Yeah, maybe... Yeah, I have to be very cautious of my e-pawn. It could come under some heavy fire with f4, and I need to be in a spot with my queen on e5. Okay, no. We're not going to have pressure on this pawn. I think this should be an automatic move, or should it? My knight... yeah, my knight wants to go somewhere else. It wants to be on c5. I'm taking a step in that direction. Knight b7 to c5. Now that the queen side has closed up, because of this pawn push, my king can start to think about having the queen side as his home. I think queen here for starters. I still haven't made up my mind with my king and what he wants to do, where he wants to live. Maybe king side, maybe queen side. I'm pretty sure my queen wants to be on e7. I'm also pretty sure my bishop doesn't want to go anywhere but this diagonal, because I need to be in a spot where I take out this knight. And now that is a pain. How do I recapture? If I go like this, my knight is a bit stranded. Oh, no. I take away from the center. By default, as the rule of thumb I follow is to capture towards the center unless I have a good reason not to. This right here would be castling towards the center. I didn't like having my knight unprotected, so that's why I didn't go towards the center. I also was wanting to play knight b7 to d6, but I could forget about that. And if I do this and get rid of the light square bishop, knight f5, it's a killer. I have to watch out for that. So as awkward as it may seem, maybe... Well, actually my center is ready to collapse. It's ready to collapse here. Oh, wait a second. Wish I played pawn here with knight b3. Let's try that. Let's try it. Oh, you know what else is available for white? A4 with bishop A3. Ooh. Are they listening? It's not a good move. Definitely don't want to go with A4 bishop A3. I think that was gonna kill me. Yeah, that would have been a tough one to stomach right there. Let's get my knight in there. I'm dropping this pawn. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Bishop takes, I take this guy, and then land a check on c5. Unless that move is played. Ugh. Well, I can recall a time right now when I was playing an over-the-board game. This was a tournament situation, and the best move that I had was one that looked ridiculous, but I still had to go with it, and I think this is another case of that. I went to b3, and on my next turn I go back to a5. It's a tough one to have to run forward with, but I have to go with what I think is going to be the best move here. I have to watch over that pawn. That was an inaccuracy. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was still thinking he was coming with the fork and I could get the dark square bishop. But that's not the case. And maybe I should be breaking at this structure. Let's castle. The position can open up. C6, I guess I'm going to have to try to open the position up. Have to get C6 in. My bishop still should not leave the defense of F5. After pawn takes, I recapture with my knight. Or maybe take here? No. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's happening with that move? That's interesting. I'm not sure what the story is with that. Okay, I'm up a pawn. 1 minute to a minute 30. 30-second edge. I'm gonna get the light square bishops off, but I'm gonna recapture the pawn. F5. I wanna watch over it. Box that knight out. Take. Right here. There is queen check. I have that. Pawn push, knight here. Can consider some tactics on this bishop. Queen check, queen c4. Oh, that's dropping the knight. I have this covered. Very easy to miss the lateral movement of the queen. Happens quite a bit. I see it in high-level games. I see GMs fall for this, believe it or not. Bullet usually, but it happens. Something to do with that horizontal movement of the queen. I think I'm not sure why exactly that happens. How we're more inclined to miss the horizontal movement than the diagonal, the vertical. But yeah, that the rank movement of those pieces, it's tough. Rook takes. I'm on this twice. Okay, they resigned. Good game. Let's back up. Let's flip, because I think you had some interesting opportunities right there. And the one that's grabbing my attention is this position right here. Maybe I should have run with this knight move right away instead of the queen move. So because I think this is an interesting pawn sack. Again, if I take towards the center, well, I can't play here right away, but my knight is a little bit stranded. I'm not sure where exactly it goes. So that's why I went in the other direction. Then bishop there, it's a bit annoying. After I played c4, I'm giving white an opportunity to play on a3. I'm seeing a few people referencing something with the a pawn. To be honest, I really didn't consider taking the a pawn at all. I kind of just viewed it as just being a pawn grab and kind of going in the wrong direction, releasing some control over my center. But anyhow, I think right here, in response to c4, a4 with bishop a3, I think is going to be very uncomfortable for my queen. She's really running out of squares. So this is a problem. I shouldn't go with c4 because of this response. I think it's very good. a4, knight b3 is met with first bishop a3, and then you react to the threat on the rook. So I think that that would be an improvement. I liked this idea, though. That was a very interesting pawn sack. c5, bishop a6, and I think the better continuation would be something with a4, bishop a3, and my queen is having to run back home. I'd definitely feel very, very uncomfortable if that was played. I don't know if there would be a good solution. I shouldn't have been calling with knight b3, and, well, things start to get a little bit out of hand here. I think I'm standing well. These pawns being broken, isolated, and I have homes and checks and stuff like that. This knight is kind of out of play, but if a4, bishop a3 was played, I think it could have been a much different story.